There's the bell. It's like we're kind of getting a sell over the place. Order test. So I kind of rushed that one, but I kind of had a feeling with that bottoming tail we might get a quick pop there. And now it's a little shaky. Sometimes you got to be quick. But again, I don't know how much I recommend that trade. It was a pretty risky trade. I sized up real quick on it. Really? I sized back down to 900. This thing's a little all over the place. I think we might get the break at 672. Sort of not trusting it. Ah, see, I got smoked. This is sort of tricky. Ah, shoot. Break is 706. I'm going to be real angry when this thing rips. Fair enough. Sure enough, I should have been more aggressive. The stability with the bid on this is not amazingly great. Halt is 717. Bought pretty high. I got to cut it. Failing. So I lost all my profit there. Wow, way too late. Try not to get triggered on this one. I'm going to size back down. I don't like how we're not getting quick pops on it. Could have got out of that one break even. That sucks. Totally messed up. Bought late. Yeah, let's do member Q&A after this. We'll just do, it's not going to be exactly a lesson, but let's just get some questions answered. Whatnot. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit market. There we go. That was a good trade. Should be up like $2 grand right now. Ah, that's too bad. Have a lot more. Will benefit some traders more than. Okay, 21 likes already. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll do a member Q&A. So I think about setting up like a calendar or whatever it's called. I like to sit down with all the members and be like, hey, how long have you been trading? Kind of get an inventory of what we got. Kind of like a one-on-one. This one's a kind of all over the place. So this one might need to come. A little worried about this one because the 5-minute don't look all that great. We got like some weird support here. For some reason, I only filled 200 shares. Glad I did, but got filled there. That didn't last very long. Wow. What a short little pop that was. This thing isn't really all that amazing. Has potential to, just like the fact that I couldn't. 6.99. Yeah, I mean, I guess I sold near the top. But. So that pattern there is a pattern we kind of talk about. It's the bounce kind of off the lows there. A little smaller target, but this one was a little tricky. It's tricky. And thing is, Oh, what? You see that, you got to kind of think. It's just scary when that bid drops out so much. And I expect a run up to 7, up through 723. I'm just going to take that little bit there. It might run to 747. The problem with 747 is there's a lot of resistance just because popping tail. So can't fool around with this one at all. This is not the one you want to fool. It's just like that, we can drop from 720 down to 7 or 677. So it's a got to take calculated trades. There's not so much forgiveness on this one. But we do have 24 likes. That is check out the Discord. So, you want to keep practicing, maybe you're at max loss, you could consider going down to a one share. I don't know how feasible. I know some of you guys are on smaller share size as you guys are learning. But just to kind of just say, hey, I wasn't dialed in today on it, but let me practice it. I mean, that's fine. You want to be able to be, not angry about losing money, but just that's newer traders, smaller share size, be willing to try things that you would work and try to get some consistency with your entries. But every stock will be a little different. I'm worried that this thing might be coming down. In a lower size, maybe. See when's the next 5 minute. Looking like we're gonna need a 5 minute pull. Trying to see if I want to buy this dip. Wow, you filled 150 shares. So I wanted to buy 2,700 down there, and I think it would still be a good thing. Wasn't enough volume, or for whatever reason. Wasn't enough for me to buy. Still think it might be coming down, so I'm going to be careful. This is where sellers will get aggressive. A lower size big time. Trying to take an attempt at a bottoming tail there. Good thing I went smaller size. I got to cut it. Figured. That was kind of a stupid trade, so I took $100 loss there. See if we get a bounce down from down here. Looking for about $100. See if we get 671 for $207. This next candle is going to be very important. Try to let it fight for 671. Close enough. I'm going to take it. I don't want to sit there and lose a good trade for like two. It would have theoretically ended up going to hit my order. Yes. I took it at 68, so 3 cents, $27. UCSQL. Don't know if it's the one for me. These higher price ones. I mean, if I do, I'm gonna hit it with small size. Surprisingly fighting up here. Are we gonna see an acceleration to $7? Good. I buy high. Gotta bail on that. I bought way too high. I had the feeling it was gonna. Not much of a pop there, so I'm just gonna. It's a micro scalp. I was expecting a rip like up to high day. Things a little lethargic. So members, sort of get your what questions you'll have. Good morning, Jay, Atif, and Alan. I'm gonna just wait for a pullback in this area here. No matter what happens, if it starts to rip, maybe I'll readjust to a different thesis. But for some reason, we're getting momentum here. I better bail on that. Should have went. Did not wait for my pullback that I said I was going. Sometimes plans change by the second with the trading, so just gotta be on the ball. Guessing we might get a rip up through 725 at some point, or an attempt. That's what I thought. That sucks. That called greed. Frick. I think me screwing around with all those orders didn't help at all. Didn't help the market at all. Oh man. Should have just taken it. I don't even know how I lost so much. That hurts. Should have just taken it. I thought we'd get the break at 726. And it went right to my order, but then there's 20,000 shares there. Well, that's trading for you guys. Golly, that's. Oh well. There'll be another day. There'll be another stock. That's just all the more the reason why I like, because at least I get my profit before the thing. So what was it, like a $600 to $900 winner turned into about a $3 loser. I'm glad I cut it. I cut it at 75, which is at 68 now. So glad I cut it, but really, that's a $1,200 swing. If I was up 900 on the trade and then down 250 on it, over $1,000 swing. So that's can happen in trade. Ah. Okay, I got to refocus. See if we can get some together. I'm gonna stay smaller. Fortunately, that top and tail kind of ruins things. It was not a good trade. Fortunately, after that false breakout, shorts might just take you. Might be able to jump on this train here. Oh, I already regret this. $200 loss on that. I regret doing that big time. Freaking crazy how you get desperate and you start doing crazy stuff. Yeah, we might be able to get a bounce off the lows here in this. Profits are bleeding heavily. Just like that, I mean, smooth sailing and then boom, market comes in and smokes you. So you just got to kind of roll with the punches. Taking it, just taking it. Try to get as much as I can, but I'm not holding for the $200 loss. Another that kind of ruins everything. What we can wait for is maybe a micro pullback down to 670. See if we get a rip up to 7. That looks like it's going. Want a micro pullback. Doesn't look like we're getting one. Fortunately, I don't like that entry at 685. I don't think the risk is right on it. So I'm going to let this kind of pull back. I don't think I'm touching SQL again. Gave one quick stab with, I don't know how many shares, not a lot, but 400, maybe a little bit more than I should have. But at least I didn't hit it with 1,000. When you can, how do you draw those price lines? Is it a study? It's down. Well, I press this center mouse button. I don't know if you can do that, but if not, you go down right next to drawing set. You click it. It's called active tool, and you do price line. Talk about that more in a little bit. See what this wants to do. Stupid stock I got smoked on. Should have known better. Honestly, top and tail, top and tail, top and tail. Should have known better. Buying high. No, I'm not doing limit orders. I'm just sell market when it pops, if it pops. I took the 5 cents, $50. Yeah, it's manual. It's manual. So I like the mouse, the mice that you can center, and it will pull it up just like that, which I think it's pretty slick because I know there's shortcuts and there's hotkey shortcuts for trading view, but I just wish that it was similar to where I could just click this. I mean, they do have it right here. I'm not sure. I don't know what we could do to get this to become the best live day trading stream on YouTube. Still grinding up with a 5-minute pattern. Hit break. double tweezer top there, micro tweezer top. Possible. Oh, bottoming tail there. That's a good sign. Take it with 900 on a dip right here. And I'll just sell that right there. That's what I'm afraid of right there. Flush. Holding a little bit, but man, afraid of. So you got to take into account, okay, volume profile. It's I would say it's 50-50. It's not the worst thing in the world. We're not seeing just a solid red. We're seeing some nice big green bars. We're seeing some green bars, but we're also seeing some pretty bars. A lot of these red bars are these flush candles, which, they should be green. A lot of these candles were like this volume profile candle right here is red, when in fact it was a bullish pattern. It's failed. But so I think from this volume profile you can conclude that there's buyers, but there's also at the highs there's sellers. But that could change. If the ball gets rolling on the right, pop, it curls up here and it's supposed to do another flush and it doesn't. That's when you get a squeeze. At 37 likes already. The like goal is 50 likes. I think we'll get there no problem. So shout out to you guys for supporting the channel and telling me that you enjoy this live trading. And then members, get ready for a Q&A. That'll probably be right after trade, John. So look at this 5-minute chart. What patterns do we see here? Not super clear patterns. You can maybe consider. I mean, it's a 1-minute ABCD here, kind of, depending on where you look. But it's W. Here's a clear W right here. Then within that W, there's also a micro W. W. Oh, that's a tongue twister. I'd be careful, Sana. This thing with all these topping tails, it feels like it should go down, but again, anything's possible. We could get support. I bought a little late. This could get shorts pinched. I'm going to take it there at 685 just for caution. You know what? I think I am going to do a little lesson. Talk about kind of the share sizing that I do, not totally in specific quantity, but just sort of my strategy for adjusting share size. As a beginner trader, newer trader, sometimes that can be a little bit of a question. We could see a massive squeeze. I would love to see this go to the moon. Go to the deal. Bit of a topping wick there. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a massive rip. It's kind of one of those things where we're getting to the end of the coil. What's going to happen here? A bottoming tail is a good sign. Yeah, came out of it. Right into a big seller. Here we go. Let's see if we get a massive run on this. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Felt like it was going to come down. But people could be loading up on this micro dip for the next candle, which is 40 seconds away. I had a feeling it's gonna. I can't buy it now. This might be the one. Sure enough, a flush. Ah, man. Only it was a little bit better at this trading thing. Yeah, we're kind of holding here. It's extended. I'll stay late size. Buying high. This is stupid. Don't want to buy high. It did give it a little push there. I can't walk away. I gotta stay focused. I should have bought that micro dip like I. So Sana, so far you're correct. This thing looks like we want to go to 747. Where we're going. Gotta cut it. Kind of stalled out here. Oh, I got such a bad fill. Oh, I got such a bad. Looks like it might work out in my favor. Just took it. Probably a flush here, or a high risk of a flush. If not, breakthrough high day. Could hit it with 900 shares. Breakthrough high day, breakthrough high day. Sold at the halt level. There you go. Sana called it. Sana knew it. I wasn't on board. I wasn't on board with Sana's uh, thesis, but then it started to kind of hold support here, and then once it started to get to like 690, it started to do kind of like a funnel cloud for me. It kind of started to just go this direction. And at that point, I'm like, okay, now we really do have the potential. When we start to pull green or red, got 44 likes already, guys. Thank you. So, guys, if you're struggling on this ticker, just relax, lower that share size. If you're at max loss, then follow those rules. I don't want you guys to get burned out or burned up on this ticker. There was no way for sure to know what it was exactly going to do. It looks like we could get a decent resump. I don't I don't trade halt resumps really all that. Rally, that's good. That's $3.61 on 10 shares. That's pretty good profit. I don't know what that would. That was if that was 100 shares, that'd be 36 bucks. 1,000 shares, 360. I mean, what you did today was more than would have made you 360 bucks theoretically had you used 1,000 shares. Which 360 bucks is it's 360 bucks. Yeah, it's not easy. It's tricky. I mean, like that one trade where I was up 1,000 on it right here, and then I got stuck in the flush. I lost 300, and I was so triggered, so triggered. So I don't know if I'll trade the halt resump. Some people like to do the halt resumps, the dip and rips, but to me, it's too risky. My heart pounds too fast. So if I do it, maybe I'll do it with 400. Catch 10, 20 cents. Not buying. This thing is an A quality flusher. What? Okay. Ridiculous. See, I got about a minute left into the jump. Yeah, I would say it's too risky now, but we might get that extra squeeze, maybe 25. I'll take the hard resume with 400 shares. Maybe I'll do 600. Cause I got a pretty high resump. That really true? We're gonna get an $8 resumption. Ah, sort of too risky there. I got smoked. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd rather wait for a pattern to form. If you were in for the resump, if you were in for the resump, I maybe should have held for that. Just gonna stay clear of it. I figured it would. Try to hold for the break at 850, which we did not get. This is all over the place. I don't want to FOMO into it. I'm kind of FOMOing into it. Should have just bought it at 790 and sold at 830. Might get a little run here. Gotta cut it. Break at 850 seems possible, very possible. Wow, it's struggling up here hardcore. We attempted this pullback trade. If it does break through 850, I'm assuming we're gonna get a flushy do. Holding, but Mm. Got way too involved up here. I'm FOMOing because I'm like, man, if this rips through 850. What the heck? I think it just needs to have a flush. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. So that was sort of a dud. We didn't even get the tap of 850. We're not even talking to, not even the break at 850, not even the tap. I think a lot of you guys are green. That's good. If you're red, just follow those rules. Come back tomorrow. Chalk it up as a lesson. All down is 728. See if we can get bounce on this one. Gotta cut it. Ah, that sucks. 25, so gave. I'd be able to get an entry down at the lows. I'm sort of feeling like maybe not. Might curl here up to 8.